everyone, I'm Alma with the Hickory Fire Department. We're with the Office of Fire and Life Safety, and today we want to show you how to install a car seat properly. Since we cannot make so many appointments with you, of course if it is a dire need, we will do our best. But if this works for you, then we are glad it does. So here we have a certain type of brand, and this one is a little different, but they all have what's called a latch system, and you can also install it with a seat belt. So first I'm going to show you the latch system. And for this one, it's called a lock-off system as well, where you can lock it off, and I'll show you that. Right here, these are the latches. So as you can see, this has to be facing down, kind of like a hook. In the seats, they will have little indicators that look like this picture right here. And it looks like a little child sitting in a seat. So what you have to do is find those bars first, and that will help you install the car seat. So what you do is kind of stick your hand and right below that little indicator, which is looks like a little button, and you find it, and it's a metal bar. So it's very easy to find. It's right here. So for the first one, what you want to do is hook it in, and you'll hear that it clicks. So that's your indicator of that it is in properly. And you want to do the same thing on the other side. Okay. And once it's clicked in, you want to make sure that you are pulling tight enough so it is secure. But as for the lock car seats, you don't have to pull all that tight because this is going to do most of the work for you. Alright, once you have those latches in, you want to make sure to press down if it is a locking system. So for this one, you have to press down pretty hard and it'll lock in. Okay? But if it is not a locking system, you have to make sure that you're pulling the strap on the other side, and that you put your hand pretty much at the feet and you press down with all your weight and pull at the same time. That way the seat won't move more than an inch side to side. And this is where we are testing. We don't want to test up here because it's supposed to move up here, and that's the fault that some people do to test the car seat. So make sure that you are testing it down here and it's not moving more than an inch side to side. And we're going to feed the seat belt through. So it's like you're buckling in a child. You want to make sure that none of this is tangled because it can get tangled very easily. Right, so one of the most important things to do when you're installing the car seat with the seat belt is to pull the seat belt all the way out until you hear that click, and that way it is locking it for you. So as it goes in, you're going to try to pull out, but it's going to be locked. So that way you're going to be able to secure the seat belt the best that you can and the tightness that it needs. So for this one, what you do is do the same thing, is you lock it in. You don't pull it all the way tight. But if it's another type of car seat, what you do is you pull with all your strength, same thing, right here at the base, and you pull all the way tight so the car seat can be as tight as it needs to be and not move an inch side to side. So that is the only other difference with the latch system and the seat belt. Alright. To put your child in the car seat properly, there's a few things that you have to make sure are correct. Okay? As we're putting in this baby doll in here, which is almost the size of a newborn, we're going to put the harnesses over her shoulder, click it tight, and this right here has to be right at the level of the armpits, right at the chest. That way it's going to protect all of their organs in the proper way. So now we're going to connect the bottom piece right here. What we're going to do is pull, make sure that it is tight enough. Okay. And don't worry, you will not squish your baby. Okay? Make sure that you are not able to pinch the harnesses as well, and that is called the pinch test. So if you're able to pinch the straps right here, then that means it is too loose. So make sure that you're pulling a little tighter and that this is snug on the child. Okay? So another tip right here would be the straps, the harnesses have to be right at shoulder level or just below the shoulder. So make sure that it is properly, the baby's properly in the car seat.